You will live a unique experience by Faurecia, so in the cockpit of the future. I hope you will enjoy it.
Following the success of our first CES, we have decided absolutely to do a new Cockpit of the Future experience with 4 people inside the vehicle and not only the 2 front passengers. Thanks to consumer surveys that we used to do for now more than 2 years, we have also done more than 100 workshops all around the world with all the different OEMs, traditional or new entrants, to find what are the new trends and the new requests from the end consumers inside the vehicle. It was clear that we wanted to be absolutely more UX-centric and consumer-centric. That's the reason why we decided to manage our system approach on the 4 main pillars we have, which are safety, thermal and wellness, electronics, and sound. We have built a team, a multidisciplinary team, coming from all different BG and partners of Faurecia. We have named a specific program manager, Laurent, more focused on electronics and global program management.
Today I've invited the key stakeholders of the 2019 CES project here in Meru to have our first working session and start the project. So thank you everyone for being here. Let me introduce you the team. So first of all, the Faurecia team with Frédéric leading the industrial design activities of the car. Stéphane leading the interior system part, that means the instrument panel and door panels. Sophia leading the rear seats.
Those persons are very user-centric and I would say in the mindset of what we name Cockpit of the Future. All those people work together to make our CES 2019 a real big success.
So the objective is really to stay high level, make sure that there is a good information flow between all the people.
I was first excited and also I was worried about the amount of work that we needed to do in a really short term, but I handled it.
I think this is one of the challenge, technically speaking, to match the design, the functional and the comfort.
You have the idea, the concept itself. This concept became a volume and then it became real. The home inside the car is now what we want to do. Yeah. Yes. And here is the 2 docks of the USB.
Would be the USB.
Okay.
USB.
The first step was the creativity workshop that we have done at the early stage of the project. You need a lot of diverse people around the table to make a kind of really brainstorming of all the pain points that you can have. We had plenty of ideas.
The idea of the IP will be also, because the screen will be not movable, it's only one screen, and a soundbar to integrate as well on top of the lighting. And thanks to that, you will have the real light on that way. If the textile is black or if the textile is grey,
it would be grey.
Yeah, it's not the same.
It was really funny because same thing that at the beginning of the brainstorming, a lot of ideas coming. After it was a little bit frustrating because everybody wanted to get the good idea, to put his good idea or her good idea inside the vehicle, but at the end we needed to do a compromise.
And if we have to do some welcoming and some animation, let's concentrate maybe on that.
Of course, you want to live the best experience you can in the vehicle, but you're always very interested in your own product. The main topic and the main target was to have a beautiful story with the best cockpit of the future to live the best experience inside.
So as always, we want to show our integration capability, and the best solution is to have that in our product perimeter.
When you have something like 50 different ideas, you need to pick up the right one that you will showcase for the CES. We learned that it's not anymore technology-driven, but more about the human inside the car. All the product contents was driven for the user. And that's why we have made the UX workshop inside the Buck. and that allowed us to put ourselves inside the visitor mind and what would be the problematic when he enters the car, when he comes out of the car, the scenarios, etc. So it's a new way of working, it's a new way of thinking.
It's really there to make the test in terms of vehicle architecture and design of the seats and the IP and the door panels. Okay, so we are already late, so let's start.
There will be active wellness, so heart rate and respiration rate sensors that will take your heartbeat, you know.
We will have windows lifter that will be separate, and we have, I would say, a touch area where you can have a pointer, navigate and so on, and follow that on your screen. I want you to go for the rear position. Alain?
In our Woodbug, which is versatile, we are able to look at the different position of the occupants, not only the driver but all the passenger as well, to look at the different movement and position we could have in an autonomous driving cockpit. At the end, we have defined the different scenario we could propose in the vehicle and to define what could be good for each occupant during the trip and during the ride to make him feeling better at the end of the trip than at the beginning of the trip.
Do you feel comfortable with the armrest?
I will prefer to have it maybe 10-15 millimeter higher, or 20 should be good.
We cannot go to the rearmost. For the relax, we need to go really backward. This one is really frontward in order to see, and his position of the elbow will not be good enough.
So here it's okay? For me it's fine here.
At the end of the definition, it was really intense, and we needed to work jointly with the design and the CAD people.
And then the final stage of our adventure, the final assembly of the vehicle to make the full experience happen for our visitors at CES.
Every day of this 1 month and a half integration was the same. Like every day we faced a big challenge, and the other day we needed to solve it.
The problem is we have to fix something at the steering wheel, we have to fix something with the camera.
The standard way of working, like emails, conf calls, WebEx, routines, etc., you cannot apply that in this world. It's not possible. If you do that, it's the end of the project. It makes some noise from this. So I don't know what could be the solution. I don't know, maybe they will reduce some foam here. The timing is really stressful, so when you have a problem you need to solve it directly, right now.
Why in that case you tilt it so much? Don't tilt it. Yeah. It's okay. Okay.
Now it's the final run for the CES. This final week will be really, really intense for all the people working around the car.
And of course we will stay all together until the end, during the first shift, in the afternoon and even during the night. Even if our products are okay, we will help our colleagues and our team partners.
And all the team were working together. We talked freely about our ideas, we make tryouts, and there were some difficulties, but I was really happy to work with this team.
So finally, that Cockpit of the Future will be a unique experience for our visitor. We have learned from everybody, we have learned about us, we have learned to work all together.
We have lost the contact of the HES sensor and we get it back when it was at up.
On peut
c'est comme ça, hein.
It's finally real. Here we are in Las Vegas. The car is here. The team can be proud. It's a success. We did it.
The customers are really happy and told us that perhaps it is the best experience on the show at the CES. We could have perhaps the best booth and the best user experience.
They want to stay inside the car. They don't want to go, and they really enjoy. They are happy. They smile. They say, "Wow, it's wonderful for us."
It's maybe my second living room in the future.
You like it?
It's very cool.
The light pipe?
Really cool.
As soon as the front seat swivel, there is, wow, what's happened here? And everybody is watching a movie, and it's just a new total experience in the vehicles that you've never had before.
We all work together really tough for this project, and we reached the challenge.
A really good human experience with all those people involved in that project.
We can all be proud of it.